Okay, seems like there was a little bit of everything that people wanted for the next book, but I think the majority was Ready Freddy. So I have Camping Catastrophe. I chose this one because we kind of just got done with a camping book with Jigsaw Jones. And then also this was going to be somebody's book club. Right before we left, we had book clubs lined up. And I think this was one of the boys' groups. They were reading Camping Catastrophe. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay. So, do you guys know what the word catastrophe means? Judging by the picture on the cover, do you think it's something good or something bad? It must be something not so good, right? They look like they're being attacked by bugs or bees or something. So why don't we go ahead and add that word to our vocab bingo sheet? Catastrophe. Okay. And hopefully we'll learn more about what that means as we read. Let's read the back to get ourselves ready for the story. Freddy Thresher is my best friend, and his best friend Robbie are going to spend the night in the wilderness with Freddy's dad. What could be more fun than going fishing, learning to pitch a tent, and building a campfire? Come along and join the fun as Freddy's trips becomes a camping catastrophe. Shark alert! Freddy Thresher is an expert on sharks. Don't miss the fun pages in the back. And then it says look for the hidden fin in every picture and check out more cool books about Freddy. So I'll have Ready Freddy books out there tomorrow for the book swap or the book exchange. And I'll have Junie B. Jones, Jigsaw Jones. What was the other one? Oh, why can't I ever remember all four? Junie B. Jones, Jigsaw Jones, Ready Freddy. Anyway, all the series that we've tackled, I'll have out there, and I'll even have more than that. I'll have picture books and informational books and chapter books for you guys to choose from. All right. Let's review the chapters to see if we could figure out what might be going on in the story. Snakes and skunks. Ooh, I bet you they come in contact with those during their camping. The bet. Tent trouble. Buzz buzz. Hey fishy fishy. Pass the marshmallows please. Shh, what's that? P.U. you stink. And then the fun pages. This reminds me so much of Jigsaw Jones. Some of the characters had tent troubles. They had marshmallows. They were trying to figure out what was that in the dark. They didn't have snakes or skunks though. And they didn't go fishing. Maybe they did, I can't remember. Alright, I have a problem. A really, really big problem. My dad and I are going camping this weekend, but my dad doesn't know anything about the wilderness. And I'm afraid of the dark. I hope we survive. Oh boy. He says, let me tell you about it. So he kind of wrote a really long narrative about his camping trip. He wrote a narrative that's the size of a chapter book. Alright, snakes and skunks. I can't wait until tomorrow, I said to my best friend Robbie as we sat eating our lunches. Me neither, he said. It's going to be so much fun. What are you dorks talking about? Barked Max. Why do you think the author said barked instead of said? I think they want us to know that Max was like being loud about it. The biggest bully in the whole first grade. Are you two starting to a new ballet class? I'm going to a new ballet class tomorrow, Chloe chirped. My mom even bought a fancy pink tutu with silver sequins. No one cares, Max interrupted. Besides, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Freddy and Robbie. Well, you don't have to be so rude, Chloe continued. I was just saying. Max cut her off and turned back to us. So, what are you two doing? Are you going to do something fun? This ought to be good. We're going camping with my dad, I said, smiling proudly. Where? Said Max, chuckling. In your backyard. For your information, said Robbie, we are going to spend the night out in the wilderness. Really? said my friend Jessie. That sounds so cool. I always wanted to go camping. I know, me too, I said. What kind of things are you going to do? First, we're going to pitch a tent. Then we'll probably go fishing and swimming in the lake. Then we'll build a campfire and make s'mores. I can tell. If I'd never read these books before, I would be able to tell that's Max just from his face. finish the chapter today. That's okay. Where are you going to sleep? Asked Chloe. What do you mean? Said Robbie. In the tent, of course. In sleeping bags? But that's so dirty, Chloe said, wrinkling her nose. And there's so many bugs. That's the fun of it, said Chloe. Jessie. Yuck! I don't want bugs crawling on me in the middle of the night. Yeah. They maybe even crawl up your nose, Max said, wiggling his finger like a spider on Chloe's face. Ew! Chloe screamed, slapping Max's hand away. Get your hands off me. You are so gross. And you're such a baby, Max said, laughing. I am not. You are too. I am not, Chloe whined. Are too. I'm going to tell Mrs. Becky on you, Chloe cried as she got up from the table and stomped off to find the lunch aide, Becky. Baby, Max called out after her and stuck his tongue out. Then he turned back to us. Pitching tent? Fishing? Ha! What do you two know about that? A big fat nothing. You two babies don't know anything about camping. Gosh, he's mean. I don't know why they sit by him. I bet they know more than you, Jessie interrupted, pointing her finger at Max's face. I bet you've never slept anywhere but your own bed, with your little teddy weddy bear and your baby blanket. Boy, when it comes to Max, Jessie is so brave. She's never afraid to stand up to him. Well, Max stammered. Exactly, just as I thought, Jessie said. You've never been camping before, so stop acting like you're such a big shot. Big shot must mean maybe like stopped acting like you're such a big kid or a big deal. Max stared at her. He opened his mouth, but nothing came out. He didn't really know what to say. How does she do that? Thanks. That was great, I whispered to Jessie. It's nothing, she smiled. So how long are you guys going to be gone for? We're just going for one night, said Robbie. Freddy's dad has never been camping before, so we thought one night would be a good way to start. You guys are going to have a blast. Yeah, my dad said we were going to catch a lot of fish and cook them for dinner. I'm going to catch a really big one. Me too, added Robbie. I'm going to catch one bigger than your head, Freddy. Are you going to tell ghost stories around the campfire? That also reminds me of Jigsaw Jones. Asked Jessie. Of course, Robbie said. I know some really scary ones. Of course we are, I answered. I tried to sound brave, but secretly hoping that Robbie's stories wouldn't be too scary. After all, just the sound of all the night creatures is enough to scare the pants off of me. Just watch out for the 2 S's, said Jessie. The 2 S's? Yeah, snakes and skunks. Haha, Max laughed. The skunks? You mean the stink bombs. What do you mean, the snakes and the skunks? I asked nervously. Don't you know the woods is full of them, said Robbie. It's their natural habitat. Robbie's a science genius. He knows a lot about animals, so I knew he wasn't making this stuff up to freak me out. Nobody said anything about snakes or skunks. Don't worry, they won't bother you if you don't bother them. He looks a little scared. If you say so, I was beginning to wonder if this trip was such a good idea. Oh, stop worrying, Freddy. We're going to have a great time. Who said I was worried? It's going to be a real adventure, Jessie said, patting me on the back. I wish I were going. Yeah, it'll be great, I said, smiling weakly. A real adventure. I think he's nervous. That's funny. His friends just kind of freaked him out about the trip the whole chapter. All right, the next chapter is called The Bet. I wonder what they're going to bet. Maybe like, I bet I catch a bigger fish than you. Something like that.